I wish I had started recording this before I got into it, but we'll see what happens now. So basically it's like flood damage without a flood. There was a lot of standing water in the trunk, and I got it out. I'll put pictures up on the screen of what it looked like before, and there was a lot of water near the fuse box, and there's also a battery in the trunk, and I've removed that. Couldn't figure out where it was coming in from. There was just condensation everywhere and a lot of standing water, just wet everywhere. Put the seats down, not knowing how bad it was, so I pulled the seat out, found that much standing water and some more on the other side, not quite as much. The headliner is a little bit wet there, as you can see. Still not able to figure out where it came from. Underneath this carpet, you can see it in there. You can see the carpet is just freaking soaked. So I don't know what to do. I started taking the passenger seat out too. Stop, because I don't think I'm gonna spend time taking it all out. You can see the mold. The mold has made its way all the way up to the front, and obviously it was in the back as well. I had removed the carpeting in the trunk. There was some mold over here. The foam underneath soaked up a ton of water. See how it's just dripping down there, and that's got a whole bunch of mold on it. See if I can get a good shot of this. Just there it goes. Just tilting it, dripping that much. The seat back also has just a ton of mold on it. See it? Right there, there's the mold that was in the trunk. The mold made it between the center console and the driver's seat. The floor mats in the back had disguised this spreading. And it was a radical freaking car, but had all these pieces hydro dipped in the engine bay. Friend Craig and I did that. This carbon fiber cold air intake and a aftermarket hood with the carbon fiber wrap on it, and that scoop actually fed cold air to the intake. Cool honeycomb grill, blacked out aftermarket headlights that had the halos in it, and the halos in the fog lights, and the projector HIDs, and a Billet Tech catch can. 20x9 Hellcat replicas. Yeah, 255 NATO Motivos. Had a custom Hemi Fever tune with the Diablo Trinity T1000, like a heads-up display for like speedometer and temperatures and stuff like that. We're in high 13s in the quarter mile, high 8s in the 8th mile. Had SLP loudmouth 2s with 4-inch tips, and then when that wasn't loud enough, I put electric exhaust cutouts in there with a hardwired switch right there. Put a little bit of carbon fiber in the interior to kind of mute some of the silver. Put a black spoiler on there, just same factory style, and did the Daytona style trunk decal, tinted taillights. We'll see what happens. Bonus to this video, I'm about to get flooded in my grandma's basement because the water's made it up to the door and it's just filling up down here. Had to find a sump pump really quick. Like seriously, this is ridiculous. Thing we just had kind of made it easier to point out. See how it's dripping here? Just pulling up right there, splashing around. So I guess came in through the sunroof, kind of worked its way through the headliner and found the lowest point there, and would drip or would follow down that like pillar and then kind of just go down the body and into the trunk, and that's how that filled up. But you can see this now has standing water in it, and that was hidden by the floor mat. So that's, and the like the power cable, that red one and that bundle go under like right there. You can see it just pulling up right there. It's power wire. So let's see what happens. Call the insurance. If they want to fix it, cool. If they want to total it, cool. Alright, so that last clip was on August 9th. It is now September 18th. It's totaled. So all that extra time between that video and getting a final decision on that, it was even more water coming in, more mold spreading. It did cause some electrical issues like the gas pedal sticking and the car not wanting to stay running, and I'm sure lots of other issues that will develop. It's taken a while to get a decision about it from the insurance adjuster. Called them up asking for an update. They're like, oh yeah, we towed it to an auction yard last week. Cool. So I didn't get a chance to get any of the aftermarket stuff off before it went to auction, and there's just too many hoops to jump through to get stuff off, having to buy parts to put on the car so I can get my aftermarket stuff off, and then have to wait for the aftermarket parts to sell, and there's more trouble than what it's worth. So whoever gets that car at auction, enjoy all the aftermarket parts that are left on there. They noticed all the aftermarket part stuff on there, sent them about $3,000 worth of receipts that I just found really quickly, searching through my email. They're like, okay, cool, $3,000. The best we can reimburse you is $175. Ouch. So all the money that went into the car, like initial purchase and like every modification done, ended up getting about half back. So there will be a new car coming to the channel. It's just something used off Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or something. Find something cool to get. Made a short little montage. Rest in peace, Charger. It's it's kind of sad making it. Just the transformation of the car for the last 5 years. So enjoy the montage, and hopefully you can get a replacement daily driver soon.